Hi guys, so I have been a little guinea pig for you and I've been testing out Berberine. It's nicknamed Nature's Ozempic. So I thought I'd give you some real feedback about this, and honestly as well, and have a look and decide if I think it's worth it or not. So let's begin. So Berberine is completely natural. It's a chemical found in plants such as golden seal, golden thread and tree turmeric. So it is, I would say it's probably an Ayurvedic natural medicine as well. And it can be really beneficial to those people just wanting to balance out their blood sugar levels a bit. So they find that they're not having as much cravings as they used to do. Of course, emotional cravings are completely different. But if it helps us not crave sugary things as much, you know, maybe even salty, snacky things as much, then the effects could be a change in waist circumference, i.e. smaller, and a lowered BMI or weight. So at first glance it does look really good. So let's get into my experience of it. So when I first started taking it, I didn't notice any difference at all, and I think that's, you've got to give a supplement a chance to start doing its magic, so to speak. But then I suddenly noticed after about a week to 10 days, I'd say, that I wasn't feeling as snacky, because I am a little snacker. Even though I'm a nutritionist, I do pick a bit, especially at sweeter things. And I do try to have things like dark chocolate and stuff. It's not normally junk stuff, but even so, it does build up. So I did notice that I wasn't thinking about snacking as much. I don't particularly want to lose weight, but I think my waist circumference has gone down slightly just because I'm not eating as regularly. And yeah, I think that's beneficial to a lot of us actually, where we live in such a highly addictive environment. There's hyper palatable foods all around us, and sometimes it can be really hard not to get triggered by that, even if you are a nutritionist like me. We're all human and we do go off sidetracked a bit when we get distracted by something in the cupboard maybe. So I think it's a really useful tool in that sense. Now, did I get any side effects? Yes, I actually did. And I've worked this out. So I was taking one at breakfast, and I take it just before my breakfast, and then I'd start to feel a bit nauseous. Maybe I left the gap a bit too much before I actually started eating. And that actually can be a side effect of berberine. No other side effects at all. Some people can get a bit of stomach cramps or diarrhea, but it was just like a really mild nausea, but it still wasn't very nice. So I stopped taking it for a couple of days, and then I thought I'll have it in the middle of my meal as well, about a third of the way through, I'd say, and that completely stopped it. So I was really pleased about that. So I would say if you do feel any nausea with it, take it a little bit of the way into your meal, in particular if it's your first meal of the day, because you come from a fasted state, so there's no food in your stomach at all. Maybe later on in the day it'd be fine, but like I said, the first meal of the day, I would definitely make sure you have some food in your stomach before you start taking it. Now, apart from that, there were no other negative side effects, and I do feel like I'm not snacking as much as I used to, which, you know, is really beneficial for those people that find that they really difficult to stop that habit. And that's what it is really. It really is a habit. So if there's something there to help buffer that, I'm all for it, until you get into that habit of not picking all the time. Or, you know, there's no harm in taking it all the time, because there's so many benefits to taking berberine also. But not all berberine is made equal. As with all supplements, you get what you pay for. And I went for the Nutraceutics brand, and I got it from Health, which I've got a discount code from you, which is an amazing health store online. And this is exceptional quality, and they've made it more bioavailable to your body as well, because that can be a bit of an issue with berberine. So I really highly recommend this one. And I actually only took one a day, but you can take 2 a day, and I would split it up either breakfast and lunch, or lunch and dinner, and depending where you get more of your sort of blood sugar crashes, you know when you've got them, because you're gonna feel more tired. You're probably hankering over something sweet or salty or crunchy, or a coffee. So yeah, I do really like this brand. So in 2022, there were 18 studies on berberine and its significance with waist circumference and weight loss. And it did show some real benefits. And that was 1 gram a day. So this is 550 grams. So that would be obviously 2. So it would just be over a gram. So that's actually quite promising. And another study in 2023 showed a significant decrease in waist circumference and overall BMI in obese individuals, and that was 1.5 grams a day. But unless you are obese, then I would just stick to the 1 or 2 tablets a day personally. Now, berberine, how does it work? Well, it activates a molecule called activated protein kinase. It regulates glucose metabolism and can improve insulin sensitivity, which is absolutely brilliant, and especially for women going through perimenopause, because that is a real bugbear. We can have some real issues with insulin sensitivity. So if that helps improve that, win-win. So therefore, it can improve with weight management and also cholesterol levels, which is really interesting. And it's also an antioxidant, an anti-inflammatory, and also can positively affect your gut microbiome. So all in all, I'd say it's really good. However, you know, they call it nature's ozempic. It's not going to have the same effects as ozempic. It's not going to stop you eating. Thankfully, it's not going to stop you eating. You're going to get lots of antioxidants at the very least. And I'd say it really softens those signals for cravings, and for the kitchen to be, Karen, have this bit of chocolate. Or, you know, there's a lovely packet of crisps in here. It like dulls that messaging, because your blood sugar levels are going to be more under control. Now, here's the caveat. You cannot expect to eat crappy junk food and then have berberine and then to lose inches. That is not going to happen. A supplements a good diet and lifestyle. So if you're doing all of the right things, like eating a high protein, high fiber diet, staying hydrated, exercising regularly, getting those steps in, doing some stress management, regulating your nervous system, then I would say give berberine a go. If you aren't doing any of those things, focus on that first, and then use a supplement like this as the cherry on top. So they're my thoughts on berberine. Like I say, if you want to try this one, it's Berberine Complex by Nutraceutics, and you can get that on Health, and I'll put the link on here if it's on my story or below, or you can see it in my bio. Anyway, lots of love. I hope that was helpful. And also, one of my past clients has also been using it, and she's also seen a reduction in her cravings. She did get a little bit of digestive upset like me, so I have suggested moving it further into her meal and seeing if that helps. But she did see some promising results from it, so that's really interesting. Anyway, sending lots of love. Bye.